What's going on, guys, and welcome back to FBA Capital. And today I'm bringing you guys another daily range case study on US30. So without further ado, let's get straight into the charts. So the first thing I'm going to start off by doing is marking up the previous day's high and the previous day's low. And as you guys can see, today was overall a bullish day. Even though I didn't really take any trades today, I had things to do in the morning. I took a little day off from the charts. That's not going to stop us from overall showing you what happens on a daily basis. Let's get the Asian session range, because these things happen every day, regardless if I'm on the charts, regardless if there's people taking trades, regardless of holidays, regardless of any of those things. So this is just going to be another example of showing you guys what happens on a daily basis, and these concepts repeat over time. Okay, so now that we have the overall outline of price, the previous day's high, the previous day's low, as you can see, it was another intraday. And by intraday, I mean inside day, where the previous day's high or the low was not rated. And by rated, I mean cleared or ran through. So this is an overall inside day. So if you go to daily chart, it stayed within the range of the last candle. But even though, in my opinion, I think price is going to try to still push higher, we will see what happens. So back to the 15-minute chart. Now I want you guys to pay attention to specific areas in price. I want you to pay attention to this area, and this area right here. Why are these areas significant? We're going to start off by this area right down here. So first things first, look at where we are in price. We're at 33,200, which is a big figure level for one. What time did price trade into here? 2 in the morning, price went traded into here. And where were we in price? Let's look to the left. We have this last down candle before this up move. So we have this bullish 15-minute order block right here. So now we have one confirmation, 33,200, two confirmation, bullish order block, and overall uptrend. Price held up, and at what time? 2 in the morning. So this is London session. So let's annotate all of this thing. So we had the low of the day at 2 a.m. at 33,200, plus we also had that 15-minute bullish order block. Now, I'm pretty sure there's also another confirmation, such as if I were to pull my fib from this low to this high, right up here, and by this high, I mean this one right here, I think it will be a fib. Yes, it is. So just like this, you also have this fib move from here too. So if you use the previous day's low to the high made during London session, you got this move into this area down here. But we're not going to annotate that, because nonetheless, that's not the trade we would have wanted to take. So we'll have what happened, because this is something that we can use to overall show us what is likely going to happen for New York session. So now what happened after this? Price ran above, cleared what? Cleared the Asian session highs, and then slowly started to roll over and had a retracement. Where did it have a retracement into? First things first, let's get the 50% of the Asian range. Now I'm going to get this line, and I'm going to move it all the way over. So we have one confirmation right here. We retraced back into the 50% of the Asian range, which is one. Now we're going to get this low from the London session low of the day to this high where we cleared the Asian session range, and we're going to pull our fib from there. So now that we have that fib, it was a 50% retracement also. And if you look at it from this way, it was a 38.20% retracement also. So we have this continuation move. So from the London session low to the New York session high, and we were overall bullish, because if we were anticipating this is going to be the low of the day, we're overall going to want to see price continue to move higher. So we also came right below the 12 a.m. open, came into a discounted area in price, for then price to keep pushing higher. Now let's take a step further. Let's get to the higher time frames, such as the 30-minute. The 30-minute has this last down candle right here, which is a bullish 30-minute order block. So now we come into here. Price retraced right into the high of it. So now let's start annotating. At what time does this happen? 9 o'clock. So at 9 a.m., we had the fib long, 38.20% level, plus we were below the 12 a.m. open. Forgot the a.m. Below the 12 a.m. open, retraced into the 50% of the Asian range. And what else do we have? And we had the 30-minute bullish order block. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 confirmations, and then 6 confirmations if you're counting time as a confirmation, which I like to do because if we're trading at specific times, it's going to be important because that's going to be able to show us when there's likely going to be momentum in the market. So now, where did this take place and price-wise? You're right at 33,400 big figure level. Just like that. So we had a retracement right into it, right in the middle of the Asian session. Retraced into the 30-minute bullish order block, with the low of the day being made during the London session, and we overall kept the bullish trend. Doing what? We didn't target the previous day's high, but we did target this intraday high right here, the swing high that we had right here, which is at 33,800. So we cleared that and then started ranging right above it. So right here, we ran above 33,800 and price started to immediately trade above it and start to hold. So where did price end up making the high of the day? We had the high of the day at about 14 o'clock, which is 2. So we have the high of the day at 2 p.m. After what? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the high from yesterday and the low from yesterday. So the previous day's high and the previous day's low. And I'm going to draw a fib from that high to the low to see if we had a potential fib setup up there also. Not sure if we did. Kind of, but I'm not going to say we did in my opinion because it's not a clear fib setup, and as of right now it looks like price is going to want to continue moving higher. So we had this high of the day at 2 p.m. after we traded into 34,000, it looks like. So 34,000 is where price ended up closing off at right here. So high of the day at 2 p.m. plus traded into 34,000 big figure level. There doesn't seem to be any more confirmations, but after we cleared this high, you can see price slowly started to lose that momentum, and it didn't have this bearish push and tendency to push fast. Look at these candles compared to these. Lost momentum. So now let's get the schematic of what happened today. So overall today was a bullish London continuation. So Asian session. Let me move this. So Asian session we ranged. London session came, cleared the Asian session lows, creating the low of the day. Retraced back into it, had a small pullback, cleared the Asian session high, had a pullback to the middle of the Asian session during New York, and then price continued to move higher throughout the day. So this is a clean example of a bullish London continuation where London session made the low of the day below the 12 a.m. open, had a retracement during New York session, and this is where you would have wanted to catch that bullish trade to the top side. So without further ado, hopefully this video was helpful in any way, shape, or form. If it was, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to send this video in the Telegram chat, so make sure you're in the Telegram if you want to take the screenshot on your phone, screenshot on your laptop. Just make sure you take these daily case studies and just study them, because the same things that are happening now are going to be happening in a year, 2 years, 3 years, and on every single chart. I might be on the 15-minute chart, but this same pattern is going to happen on the daily chart, on weekly charts, monthly charts. So you just got to take the setups and take the patterns that you're seeing, study them so you can get your eyes to see them more, so that when you see them, you have more confidence to take these trades. And when you see them work out, you're going to gain confidence day by day, trade by trade. So with that being said, hopefully everyone enjoyed this. Make sure you stay motivated by the fear of being average, and I will see everybody in the next video.